G'day guys, it's your boy Jay here from Hoops Exclusive. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Some of the top NBA draft prospects from this season just made their Summer League debuts, and there's a lot to talk about and there's a lot to like about what I see in terms of their development and how I see them fitting in with their respective teams this season. The likes of Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham, Mobley, and I'm just going to throw LiAngelo Ball in there because anytime we talk about one of the Ball brothers, there's always something to talk about. So we're going to talk about their Summer League debuts today and how I see them fitting in with their respective teams, as I said. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more future content, and let's get right into it. And because I'm such a perfectionist, let's start off with the number 1 overall pick, just like the draft, in Cade Cunningham for the Detroit Pistons, who made an impressive Summer League debut today alongside his sidekick and Killian Hayes, who's going to be the backcourt there at the Detroit Pistons for the foreseeable future. And again, I'm very impressed by what Cade Cunningham did. He's just a complete player at the moment. He's already ready for the NBA. And if you think back to draft night when Mike Smits, a dude who's been covering, the young prospects for ESPN for a number of years now, and he's one of the best analysts in terms of looking at how people can develop going into the NBA and how developed they are already for the NBA. And he talked about how Cade Cunningham is the most complete player that he's ever seen going into the NBA draft. And you can just see why. I mean, he's got the size, the skill, the playmaking, and the shooting ability to be anything he wants in the league. And he showed it again in his Summer League debut. He had a couple of nice steals on the defensive end. And because he's so lengthy, his defensive, versatility is so good. 6'8" in a point guard's body. He can really do it all. And he teamed up with Killian Hayes, as I said, and he can play off the ball, on the ball. So I think no matter where he plays, whether he plays the shooting guard or the point guard alongside Killian Hayes there, it doesn't really matter because they both have the ability to play on and off the ball. And I think, that's something that the Detroit Pistons can really invest in. And it's going to be great for them for the foreseeable future. So Cade Cunningham really impressed me. He had a couple of nice jump shots as well. And there was a moment there where he went up for a jump shot and got blocked. And it was a pretty impressive block. But then he regathered the ball and pulled up for a nice mid-range. So it shows that he's ready for the limelight. Like, no matter what happens, he's always confident. Even after he gets blocked, he straight away pulls up for a shot and knocks it down. So he's ready for big things in this league, and he really impressed me. Moving on to Jalen Green, the number 2 overall pick, made his Summer League debut against Mobley from the Cleveland Cavaliers for the Houston Rockets. And geez, this Jalen Green can really light it up, can't he? And he looks the most ready at the moment. At this point in time, for me, Jalen Green looks the most ready for his NBA debut. And, he can really just put the ball in the basket. He's got all the offensive tricks. There was a nice double step-back move, James Harden-like move that he made today and just knocked it down. And he's just relentless on the offensive end, and he's coming at you all the time. You really got to be on your back foot as a defender when you come up against Jalen Green. And as I said, he just looks the most ready out of everyone. He's got some work to do on the defensive end. But geez, it just looks like that G League time that he did spend in the G League has really helped him out. And that just goes to show how much maybe the G League is actually an advantage over going into college. You get money for one, even though, athletes in college can get sponsorships and that now. But the thing is that you're going up against, NBA type players rather than college athletes. So you're getting that advantage to go up against grown men and getting that NBA ready body and NBA ready mind when you're going into this, NBA draft. So that's something that Jalen Green's really taken advantage of. And man, he can be anything in this league. Definitely a future all-star in my opinion, and he really impressed me as well. The player that I spoke about, who he came up against, Mobley, the big man for the Cavaliers there, showed some signs. There wasn't too many highlights of his that I saw with the highlights that I watched, but he's a big body. He did come up with an impressive dunk. And he's just a big man that's really mobile and a great defender, moves lighter on his feet. And you can just tell by looking at him that his body has still got a lot of room there left to grow. And he hasn't even filled out yet. Like, he's still got to work on his strength, his explosiveness. And when you get those elite NBA trainers to work with a cat like Mobley, the sky's the limit. And I really think he's going to be one of the best big men in the league. in the upcoming years, and he's going to be a real franchise player for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I believe they're set to play him next to the likes of Jared Allen, who they re-signed for about $20 million a year for the next 4 years. So that's going to be one of the most athletic front courts in the league. I mean, Jared Allen's always up there blocking shots. And then you have a player like Evan Mobley, who's sort of a similar player in a way. He's athletic and block shots and stuff like that, although I think his ceiling's a lot higher than Jared Allen. You know, that's exciting basketball for Cleveland Cavalier fans. You've still got Colin Sexton, and then you've still got Darius Garland. So there's some young players that you can really build on and show the rest of the league why, you know, some superstars or at least some all-stars should want to sign with the Cleveland Cavaliers moving forward. But Evan Mobley is a good prospect, a good big man, and I'm excited to see what he can do in the NBA. And last but not least, we have LiAngelo Ball, the third Ball brother. Or should I say the second Ball brother. He's the second oldest of the Ball brothers. And man, he actually played pretty good. I mean, in terms of his release of his jump shot, it's probably the best out of the three Ball bros. I mean, he really can get it off. He shot about 4 threes and plays really well off the ball there. You know, he runs around, screens, pulls up, drains threes. He got an N1 3 as well. And by the looks of him, like, he's pretty big as well. He's tatted up. He looks like he's aggressive. He looks like he wants to play. He's got the look of a basketball player. And from what I'm seeing, he can really shoot the ball. It's just a matter of, I didn't really see anything defensively from him from the highlights that I saw. But in terms of a good NBA body, he's got that. He can really shoot the ball. And I remember back in the day when LeVar was talking about it, he talked about how LiAngelo Ball is probably the best scorer out of the three Ball brothers. But it's just in terms of, you know, playmaking and stuff. Maybe he hasn't found his way in terms of that, or found, you know, his real role as a basketball player. But in terms of scoring the ball, if he can really work on that and really work on his defense and, you know, NBA play style and stuff like that, I think he may have a shot at a roster spot for the Charlotte Hornets there. And I just think he definitely already has an advantage with his other two brothers already in the NBA, Lonzo Ball for the Bulls, and his younger brother, LaMelo Ball, obviously already on the Charlotte Hornets roster. I'm just hoping that he can really make a name for himself and possibly push to be on an NBA roster by the end of this summer league, because it would just make for an amazing story having all three brothers on an NBA roster. But that's really my little Summer League wrap-up from the games that I saw today. Cade Cunningham impressed. Jalen Green definitely impressed. Evan Mobley looks like he's going to be a stud. And LiAngelo Ball, can he make a roster for the Charlotte Hornets? We're yet to wait and see. But that's all I've got today, guys. If you are liking the content, do subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up to help boost this channel moving forward. I appreciate you guys. It's been your boy Jay, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.